Welcome to Do the Dang Thing podcast with Chrissi, the podcast that's like having a personal business coach in your pocket, giving you bite-sized tips and small mindset shifts every week. I'm your host, Chrissi. I'm a network marketer turned productivity and mindset coach who grew her businesses while holding down a successful career in aviation. I'm on a mission to help you fit your business into everyday life. I believe you are capable of achieving success no matter how chaotic your life is. Consider me your no-nonsense guide to getting it all done. Join me here on the podcast each week where we'll chat everything from systems to help you fit your business into real life, to business and marketing tips, plus time management hacks, mindset shifts that can help you find the courage to take the next step in your business, and real life stories to inspire and empower you to go after your goals. Let's go, CEO. We have work to do. Grab your favorite cup of coffee or wine, no judgment, and let's get ready to ditch those inner mean girl thoughts ringing in the back of your head so you can embrace your inner badass and go do the dang thing. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into a topic that is one of my superpowers. And it is something that I talk a lot on social media about and a lot with my students kind of all the time. It is the power of consistent content. And before you hit stop on this episode, hear me out. I know that this is a topic that is over talked about, overemphasized, and only one part of the equation of building a business. But it is a super important part of growing a business, my friend. Consistent content is not just about throwing stuff out there and hoping for the best. It is about building trust, building credibility, and building authority on social media, on your podcast, on your blog, related to what you talk about, your niche. It is about being known as someone that shows up. And I want you to think about your behaviors as a consumer, especially an online consumer. Before you toss your money out into the world, you want to know that the person that you're purchasing from is going to answer your questions, is going to provide you resources, is going to continue to support you in your customer journey. You want to know that they're the real deal and they're not just going to disappear on you and not help you. Which means, in reverse, you as a business owner need to show up, need to build relationships, need to show your audience that you're here to stay, here to support them. I'm going to give you an example here. Essential oils. I knew absolutely nothing about essential oils until I had a sports injury and someone gave them to me. And she was like, here, try this. It's going to help you. And I put them on and they helped me so freaking much. I was like, where do I buy this? I want all of them. What else can they do? And she got me set up with the oils. Got me set up with a customer account, gave me like a little book, and then disappeared, and I never heard from her ever again. I was like, okay. So I went and did my own research. I found other people to follow on Instagram, kind of found more information about it, and it was okay. I bought something every now and again. I kind of found my products that I liked. But then I'm going to give Laura a shout out. I think her Instagram's at Laura Ritchie, RICCI. And Laura showed up day in and day out. She's talking about oils. She's talking about other things like real life, working out, healthy living. And so I got rid of my customer account and and started buying oils from Laura because I knew as soon as I started buying from her, she was going to support me. And actually, funny story, she was just texting me like not even an hour ago. But I know that if I need help, she's going to be there. I know her. I trust her. I feel like I'm friends with her. I think we're friends. But now I buy from her every single month. I'm on subscribe and save for my oils. And what this looks like for you as a business owner is showing up consistently. Laura does not do things perfectly. I'm going to throw her under the bus here. You know, she doesn't have the perfect strategy. She doesn't have the most polished reels or anything like that because it's not about polish or perfect. It is about consistency. And you, my friend, get to define what consistency looks like for you. So for some people, that's going to be 2 reels a day. For other people, that's going to be 5 stories a day and 2 reels a week. What does showing up look like for you? What does serving your audience look like for you? What does letting them know that you're here to support them look like for you? Maybe it is 2 reels a week and a text message, or 3 reels a week and an email. Showing up and being consistent is not only on social media, it can be anywhere. It can be in one on one reach outs once a month, it can be in text messages, it can be in hosting an event every month, like a Zoom call every month for your customers. I don't know what it looks like for you, but you need to ask yourself, what does showing up look like for me, and how can I be consistent in that? And when you do show up consistently, it's going to slowly build trust with your audience, and it is a process. It's not an overnight thing. You're going to slowly also build a community of raving fans. And it takes time. It's not an overnight thing, but let me tell you, it is worth it. And eventually, you're going to have a big, huge group of awesome customers who hang on every single word that comes out of your mouth. They listen to every podcast, they comment on every reel, they're in your DMs all day long, and they can't wait to see what you come up with next. You're also, unbeknownst to you, you're going to have a big group of lurkers. Funny enough, with Laura, I was actually a lurker for about a year, maybe a year and a half, before I ever made a purchase. You'll have people watching you all the time, but they're not quite ready to buy, and that's okay. They're not quite ready to give you their email for your freebie, which means you need to continue to show up, and even when it feels like it isn't working, continue to sell things, continue to offer resources, to offer solutions, to show up even when you don't feel like it, even when it feels hard. It can be really, really hard to sit down and work and have a blank screen staring at you. Staying consistent is not a walk in the park. It takes a lot of grit and a lot of determination. Been there, done that. I've had the blank screen and go, what am I going to post about today? It can be so hard to wake up every morning and think, what should I post on social media? It can be so hard to know what the balance between posting your product is, to posting your service, to posting value. Like, how much do I post about my product? How can I make posting about it interesting? And you know what? It can even be hard to get going when you're tired, when you're like, I don't know where to start when it comes to posting. I have a solution for you though, okay? I am going to help you come up with a content strategy. Get out a piece of paper. Quick, quick, quick. We say in our house, quick, 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 like a BB. Kind of going off like that. Quick, 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 like a bunny. Quick, 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 like a BB. That's our dog's name. Okay, grab your piece of paper and write down on it how many days a week you are going to post, and make this realistic. If you're posting none, make it 2. If you're posting like 3 or 4, make it 4. Make it 5. If you're already posting like 6 days a week, keep it there. If that's doable for you, keep it there. If you're not posting at all, do not make 7 days a week your goal. Make it like 2. Okay? Then, after you decide that, decide what types of posts you're going to post. And maybe, for the first one there, you decide, hey, I'm going to post 3 reels and 1 email a week. I'm going to post 2 static posts and a blog post. I'm going to post 2 reels, a blog post, and an email. I don't know what it is. You get to decide. You're the CEO here. There's no perfect answer, but just decide, hey, this feels doable to me. Then you're going to decide under each one of those what the goal of those posts are going to be. So let's say you have 3 reels. The first reel is going to be to educate. The second is going to be to entertain. The third is going to be to sell a product. If you have another one, you can think like engagement, or we kind of already covered education, entertainment, selling, engagement. Maybe it's to download a freebie. Maybe it's to sell a specific product. Now, break out your calendar. Quick, 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 like a BB. Break out your calendar, and I want you to assign the specific post with the specific goal to a specific day of the week. Yeah, okay, so for example, on Fridays is my Fuck Yeah Friday. This is a reel that I post every week, inviting people to celebrate their wins with me in the comments of a reel. My goal with this post is engagement. Some examples include Monday motivation, tip Tuesday, travel with me Thursday. They don't necessarily need to match like the day of the week. That's just kind of like the theming. The Monday motivation, tip Tuesday is like something that I do to make it a little bit more fun. And try this out for a couple of weeks to see if having a plan of what you'll post each day of the week helps inspire you and kind of get you into the groove of content creation. Remember that the first couple of weeks that you do this, it's going to feel sticky, okay? But then it's going to get easier. And the first time you post a reel, it's going to suck. The first time you do a static post and create a graphic in Canva, it's going to suck. And that's okay because you got the first one over with and now you just get to have fun and get better with it. Now, if you're like, hey, that was actually really helpful, like that cleared a lot of mental drama for me. But how do I keep it all organized? How do I store it? That's great, but I don't have time to make a post every day. I hear you loud and clear. And as a business owner that also works full time, I do not have time to write posts for all of my groups, Instagram, my podcast every single week. So for the past 4 years, I've set aside time once a week to batch my content. And you're like, don't tell me to batch my content. Everyone's telling me to batch my content. I don't even know what that means. What batching my content has done it has gotten me an engaged customer group. It's gotten me raving fans on Instagram. It's gotten me a community like no other hanging out with me on my community calls, here on the podcast, and really anywhere that I go on social media, the internet. I really want to share my exact step-by-step strategy with you for this. I want you to be able to sit down for an hour a week and get all your content for the entire week scheduled, created, scheduled, ready to go, have that mental drama out of your head, and then be able to repurpose that content over and over and over again. So I'm going to share my exact strategy, step by step, in my brand new course, Content Batching for Busy Business Owners. This course is going to be the first course in what's going to be a 4-course bundle, and I'm so excited for it. It is a course that you can watch and then immediately implement into all sorts of parts of your business, including batching your social media content, batching reels, batching podcast content, blog content, and really how to work smarter, not harder, to repurpose your content. Because whatever you just posted as a post that you have more to say about is now an email, is now a blog post. Your email is now a blog post. Your blog post is now a podcast. Your podcast that you just recorded can be, instead of just recording the audio, record the video too and make it a YouTube video. Work smarter, not harder. This tool, the specific tool that I teach you inside this course is going to carry over into other aspects of your business as well. And you can use the same principle of batching content to batching tasks for your business. Okay? If you attended my step-by-step content creation workshop back in April or as far back as December, because I ran that twice, it is going to be the same system, but I've broken it down into modules. And I've added so many more nuggets and templates and things for you to use to make your life easier. So it's not going to be just the one system. It is going to be multiple nuggets that you can use within your business. You can purchase the course or the bundle of my Busy Business Owner courses. So there's a time management, content batching, branding, and only available if you get the bundle Trello for Busy Business Owners at chrissysperduto.com/courses. I really hope that you're feeling inspired, motivated, and ready to do the dang thing. And remember, consistency is key. Community is so, so important. And with the right strategy and the right tools in your toolbox, there is absolutely no limit to what you can do in your business. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep doing the dang thing. Bye. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Do the Dang Thing podcast with Chrissi Sperduto. If you know someone that could benefit from today's chat, please send this episode their way. Also, I love to see what you're doing while you listen. Share what you're up to while you listen to today's episode and tag me in your stories at Chrissi Sperduto for a shout out. Plus, while you're there, hit follow for even more tips, behind the scene views of what I do in my business, and plenty of encouragement for you along your business journey. If you'd like to explore more resources and learn how we can work together through one of my online programs or through one-on-one coaching, head to chrissisperduto.com. Please always remember that you are not alone on this adventure. I am always rooting for you. Until next time, keep doing the dang thing. Bye!